like the taste of defeat.
Okay, guys, so I got a battle with some guy who challenged me to an UBERS match, which is like freaking amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna bring some non-Ubers, but anyway, so I start off with my shiny Mew named Baby Smurf. So he just goes for the Judgment, and to me that looks like a Ice Arceus. But yeah, so I just get the Stealth Rocks up, and my Mew's taking a bum load beating from this Arceus, but not doing any much. So I just go for the U-turn just to get some damage off, you know. Probably should have just exploded. But anyway, so I go into my Lucky Charms, which is my scarfed thing. As he goes into, yeah, this is my Ho-Oh, sorry. As he goes into his Palkia, and I get a burn off the Sacred Fire, which is awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna switch back out and go into my Pants, which is my shiny Lugia, and he goes for the Water Pulse, and that does like nothing, which is pretty sick. As yeah, as I shall set up a Reflect, and he goes for the Spatial Rend, and I'm thinking I probably should have set up the Light Screen first, but that still does not much. So yeah, here I just go for the Ice Beam. Maybe I don't even have Light Screen. Anyway, I go for the Light, not the Light Beam, the Ice Beam, and he hits another Spatial Rend, and I thought this thing had like recharge, but obviously it doesn't. But I'm just gonna roost because he will die to the burn next turn, and I get all my HP back, mostly, I think. Yeah, more or less, and he goes for another Spatial Rend, and that won't do much. So, he dies to the burn, pretty much. After not Life Orb, Leftovers. Anyway, he dies. And that's his, yeah, and he goes into a Spirit Tomb, which is kind of interesting to see, but I pull out and go back into my Baby Smurf as Death Fodder, just to see what this thing would do. So he goes for the Dark Pulse, and that doesn't do much, except for kill my Baby Smurf. And, yeah. So I send out my Dragonite, which is IR Uber 2, but he switches out into a Jirachi, as I get the Substitute off. So this is my custom Dragonite, as I go for a Dragon Dance, which is a free Dragon Dance behind the sub, might as well. So he goes for a Draco Meteor, and that will obviously KO my sub. But, yeah, pretty much. He gets the pointless crit. But that's fine. So I go for another Substitute, as he goes for another Draco Meteor, misses, which is pretty sick. So I get a free sub and another Dragon Dance. So I'm at +2 Dragon Dances. I just go for a Psychic. Doesn't even KO my sub. So I go for another Dragon Dance. So I'm at +3 now. And, a Dragonite in an Ubers match with +3 is going to wreck through anything. So he hits the Draco Meteor, and now he's at -4 special attack. And so he switches out and goes into his Dialga, takes some Stealth Rock damage, but I set out a Substitute, and yeah, I just freaking wreck with Dragon Claw. I one-hit KO a Dialga, yeah, that's a Dialga, with one hit with a Dragon Claw, yeah, so that's fun. And he dies. So he goes back into his Arceus, who's at about just over half, and I will easily KO that with Dragon Claw. So, yeah, he pretty much was coming up. That was coming up next. A Dragonite sweep in an Ubers match. Yes, that's always fun. So he goes into his Mewtwo, and I kill him with a Dragon Claw, and all that fun stuff. And, yeah, he kind of dies. Just there. Dead. Anyway, so, he goes back into his Spirit Tomb, who will get owned by a Dragon Claw. Oh, actually, no, he goes for the Sucker Punch. As I predict that and go for the Dragon Dance. And so now I'm at +4. As he goes for the Sucker Punch, breaks my sub, and I just annihilate him with a Dragon Claw. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I kill him as he goes into his last poke, which is Jirachi. And just for shits, I go for a Substitute to activate my Lychee Berry. So I'm at +4 Dragon Dances with a Lychee Berry. I'm gonna wreck through anything. So, I will one-hit KO this thing with a Dragon Claw, and that will be the end of it. So, if defeat means winning, then it tastes pretty good. But, yeah. You know. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.